Hey, welcome everyone to my chess stream. This is a simul stream. We're playing on Lichess today with 25 players. 40-40 time control. I'm International Master William Paschall. We're going to be playing 25 players. 40-40 time control. That's 40 minutes with a 40-second increment plus a little bit of extra time for me. The simul can last up to 3 hours, believe it or not. Saronche, Move 11, Arsenal fan Richie. What's up, guys? A lot of our regulars here, some new players. Laitoa, the requirement to play is that you're in the first 25 players that join and you have basically an established rating with 50 games or so. I'm just approximating. Guys, I'm going to active guard. I just approximately require people to have an account where they played at least around like 50 games or so. That's really my only requirement. My other requirement would be that rating is like under 2400. I don't really want to have too many strong masters in the simul, so 2400, let's see the maximum rating. And other than that, there's no other limitations. You got a better cam. I didn't change the cam. Does it look better for some reason? Richie, I think I'm using a different online broadcasting software. I don't know if you saw the stream last week, but I just switched OBS, and my day was all right. I was at the beach in the morning and just did some work on some stuff in the middle of the day, but pretty relaxing overall. A little bit tired being in the sun a lot today. Got a little sunburn, but it's not too much. So I don't know. I think that the camera looks a little bit like the tint makes me look redder than I really am. I'm not that sunburned, but I want to change the tint on my camera settings. It just seems like it's really too reddy. That the color is too red colored a little bit, which makes me look like a lobster. But it's all good. Thanks for subscribing, Move 11. Clash Kid, Brundle Phil. I'm going to open the simul here and start taking entries. We got place for 25 players. Create simul. Those of you who subscribe will have like first chance to join the simul. Look like a terracotta warrior. I look really red in the camera. I'm not quite that red. I am a little bit red. Former and current moderators as well as subscribers will be favored. Active guard. I know he wanted to play. He's got enough games. Okay, Clash Kid. I'm gonna have to make sure that everybody who's a subscriber is a friend on my Lichess account, so I can identify you guys. So monkey pushing wood. Everybody looks good. I am determined. I hope he's not an IM. Monkey pushing wood. The redness discussion. No, that's my own feeling. Look at the camera. I wanted to find if there's like a setting. You know, like on old school TV sets, they used to have like a tint setting. There's only two settings. Like, what was it? Tint and what was the other one? The really first like old school TV, color TV sets. Tint, and do you guys remember the other one? Anyway, so tint looks like it's too high. I look red. Sharpness, thank you. Contrast, awesome, man. You're coming up with those are more advanced now. I mean, tint and contrast were the original ones. Thank you. Contrast and tint. The old school, when I was like a baby, I remember the giant TV sets, and they had just two little dials on them. But tint is kind of critical. Franco 2000. Now you guys that I'm not sure I've played before, I'm going to make sure you have like an established amount of games. Any other subscribers? Guys, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to the Twitch stream. And volume is a little weak. I don't know what's doing it. I still haven't figured it out. I'm going to try to talk loud, and in the meantime, there's no setting on OBS where I can make the volume. I can seem to control why the volume is low. I'm going to try to figure it out. But I may have to go back to the other OBS. I think that might be what's doing the volume thing. I couldn't figure it out. In the meantime, just turn up your volume. If you watch a replay, as I did yesterday of my own stream, if you turn volume up to maximum, you can hear me pretty well. Yes, the volume is a little bit low. I don't know why, and I'm, open to suggestions. It's not my mic. It's not the obvious settings. I don't know. It may be something in Windows. I'm not really sure. Jeroen, thanks for posting that there. I am aware the volume is a little bit low. Active Guard, I guess it depends. When I watched my own video on YouTube from Friday, it was low. And that's the first time I really noticed it like that. Okay, so let's just accept these challengers. Who's ever there? I mean, nobody's provisional as far as I can see. 26 games, 226 games. Any of the regulars that want to play that aren't here? It doesn't seem to matter. We've got enough place for everybody. I got a 1500 in there, question mark. Wait a second, where did he go? Someone snuck in. Where did he go? Maybe he registered and unregistered, like, secretly when I wasn't looking. No, Plano Mark. Like, Plano. I don't think I'm going to accept Plano because he's got a totally new account. Alright, we want to keep it to people who actually have established ratings. Take everyone, don't be afraid. It's not about afraid, I just, it's very hard to play more than 25, so... The time is just, it would destroy the games if I played, I mean, maybe I could do 30 if I was in a really energetic mood, but with this time control, in order to do more than 25 players, I have to probably increase the time control, which would make it longer than it already is, obviously. So, alright, horsepower, Plano Mark has no rating. Franco 2000 is bad. Don't make fun of me. Alright. Got my coffee. I'm ready to start. One more player here. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Alright, he's number 25. Let's start. Sorry if you guys, if I didn't pick you because you have less than 50 games. That's the rule I go by. Also in terms of my weekly stream, which I'm playing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I am playing. I want to try something different against Jeroen here. What can I do? Not a lot. It's hard to throw the Dutch off. GM Martin Kessler. Sounds like a GM name. Monkey Pushing Wood. Let's just... I wonder what Monkey Pushing Wood does against e5. He plays like Bishop d3 against Knight f6. Master Smith 9-6. I'm going to try to play different stuff with both colors. I do like hyper-modern openings. He is not a GM. Clash Kid, go for the Bon Cloud, guys. We try to keep it serious here. Bog Sakama... Bog, I called him. Bob, thanks for being a subscriber. Clash Kid, thank you for subscribing. Also, Move 11. Miotes. We'll throw in a Karo Khan. Guys, try to be merciful for your streamer here if I get in time pressure. Play the game. Don't try to, group flag me. It can be kind of addictive when other people are moving fast to move fast, but I really want everyone to get the most out of the games and try to play the best moves, so take your time. Alright, e4. We got some new opponents. I feel like in my European time streams, I'm actually... Move 11 played Knight c3, wow. My European time streams, I feel like we've got a strong, more master players, higher rated guys. 22, 23, 21s. Here we have more 1800s, 1900s, 1700s. It's a little easier for me to handle if there's not so many of those heavy-duty guys over 21, 22, 2300. I've got Franco, who's 2200. Arsenal fan Richie. Let's throw something else out Arsenal's way with b3. I don't often play that move due to kind of crappy results. Active guard. Active guard sounds like a deodorant. Don't mean to diss your name. Just saying what comes to mind in a non-pornographic kind of way. Galonid played an interesting game last week, but fell short. Or maybe that was in my weekly stream. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. I am playing Blitz and Classical Chess. I want to play a Dutch, okay? I'm going to play the Dutch. It's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu term. So I guess it's normally said in Portuguese. Ayesta, I played the Dutch against Ayesta, who's really tough. Solid player. Soul T Go. Okay, guys, we're playing pretty much everything here. Little Peerts, Caro-Kann, Modern Defense, Alekines, pretty much everything I can come up with against e4. With white. Okay, Ace 1886 is a non-player I've played before. I don't know, the names seem kind of familiar. Maybe there was another Ace. I was assuming this is somebody I'd already played, but he is 2200. Franco's 2200. He's solid. I want to mix it up a little against Franco, not play the same exact variation as last time. Clash Kid said, if you get the 95 Sicilian line, yeah, I'm not going to let him do it again. If I have to, I'll go out of my way. That variation, I'm not going to play the same way anymore. It's just slightly better for white in a very unpleasant position. Not something you really, like to get. Against Clash Kid, I am determined to... Let's play a d4, d5 game. I almost never play the black side of symmetrical d4, d5. Horace Plower. Pronunciation. Oh boy, the French defense. I love the French defense so much. Okay, we'll play something off the wall. Anyway, guys, thanks for those of you who subscribed. EHL, King's Indian Attack. We haven't had too many of those. The deodorant thing. I mean, active guard. I swear it's from deodorant. I think I heard that commercial. You know what? It might be from like a Tide. I think it's Tide, like clothing detergent with active guard. They stole it from Jiu-Jitsu. Who would have guessed? All right, knight of 3, knight of 6, bishop f4 from Ace. Yeah, bishop f4. It's a drag. I can play both g6 and e6. I have sort of two repertoires. The London system is so popular now. We have to have like literally two repertoires to play against it. F5 here, I could play like H4, H5, I've seen. I was thinking of expanding my repertoire to play the Dutch. No better place to experiment than here. No, I'm sure about the Tide thing. It was a promotionary Franco. We're gonna play E6 against Franco. I'm tired of that. Same variation he's trying to force every single game. I think somebody slipped through with a provisional rating. And Jeroen, no matter how many times I play him, he plays the same thing. And it's very hard to... Queen's Gambit accepted, maybe. Just for fun. It's very hard to get Jeroen out of his London system book. Alright, we'll play a kind of quiet Queen Pawn game. Which is definitely not the usual thing for me. Caro-Kann here. Miotz we have played before. Horace Power playing some kind of weird kind of check defense. Whatever. And move 11. You drew an FM today. Alekine's defense. Sicilian. You got everything going on. Guys, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'm playing 4 p.m. Eastern Time Blitz and Classical Chess here. You guys can check out the replays of my stream on my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training. I need more subscribers and likes and shares, so share my videos from YouTube, Video Chess Training on YouTube. We haven't been around that long, and I don't have that many views on the YouTube channel, so please do so. Video Chess Training. Here I'm trying to play as many different kind of interesting openings as I can get basically today. So this is a weird line against the Caro-Kann, this e5. It seems to me I used to see people would sometimes play like bishop g4. How would that go? No, I must be thinking of something else. I mean, bishop g4 makes sense here. Queen's Gambit accepted. I have played in the distant past with black. Never with very good results. One of those openings I experimented with, but never really worked very well for me. Alright, amorphous setup versus London system. Move 11 playing knight c3. He's been hanging out with Asa Hoffman in Manhattan or something, I guess. Say hi for me, move 11. You can get some lessons from the Chess Gladiator on how to play the old knight c3 opening. Alright, Horus. Let's just play something quiet against Horus, c3. Not very dangerous. It means you're very aggressive with submissions off of your back. Too technical for me. Went over my head. He's talking about jiu-jitsu. Okay, this one. This is going to transpose to a kind of... Looks like it would transpose if like queen b3. Well, I could just play a real boring move here. Knight c3. Okay. Jeroen. Maybe a King's Indian against active guard. I'm avoiding the Grunfeld. Monkey pushing wood plays knight c3. The Petrov against the two knights. The three knights game, actually. Bishop takes c4 now. I don't know what I was thinking here. Don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to play the Queen's Gambit accepted. Oh well. I wanted to kind of play a weird line with bishop g4 there, but I didn't get it in. Oh well. Bishop e2. Caro-Kann-ish. Clash Kid played bishop e3. The fact that he's played knight f3 restricts some of the more aggressive setups he can play, but still seems pretty decent for white. Okay, this is tricky move order against Master Smith. Palbenko used. Palbenko's still with us. He's in Budapest. Moved back to Hungary from the United States years ago. Lord Jesus Christ. He has established ratings, just not in classical. He's got this ridiculous classical rating. 2268. It's going to be a King's Indian. French Rubinstein variation, no? What's the difference here, really? Taking on f6 or not? Okay. What is this opening, by the way? Some sort of hedgehog, symmetrical English hybrid. Peert's defense. Grunfeld, like, what is this? Now, knight c6 here reminds me of the Rogozin, just I haven't played queen a4. Bishop e2 from Franco. And where are we here, by the way? Playing a kind of Najdorf-Scheveningen. And Queen's Gambit declined. Dutch. I'm playing some interesting stuff I don't normally play. Right. So now what? Move orders. Queen's Gambit declined. Brundle Phil said, "What's pretty cool to be playing chess against our Lord and Savior." I didn't know he was Chinese, but apparently he is. Oh well, I thought it was like international. Alright, D4. Shy Knight. It looks like Shy Knight, but it's actually Shy Kite. He's playing similar to Clash Kid. Anyway. Okay. This is probably theory. Arsenal fan. Playing occasionally I've played B3 in my life, not real often. So Clash Kid is kind of like keeping his options open to play maybe C4 or something. But I don't know why I just don't just play knight F6, knight C3, E5. What else? Okay. Okay, Lord Jesus. I have the feeling we had the Kings at the End once with Lord Jesus before. It's a long time ago. We actually lost to Lord Jesus the last time. Wubba Dubba Lub Lub playing the Slav Accepted thing, which is my friend and teammate Zoltan Varga. He likes to play that. Okay, now we have to decide what to do with this tension in this position here. I mean, I suppose like Rook C1 would be a reasonable move. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to do something. Let's play H3, see what he does. We'll put the ball in his court. Let's turn into an advanced Caro-Kann. Advanced, not advanced. Mubot, thanks for subscribing. Real Elkin Music just subscribed, man. Thank you. Real Elkin Music. I don't know if you're playing in the Simul. I mean, if you are, you have a different name. So let me know if... Let us know, please, Real Elkin Music, if you're participating in the Simul or just watching here today. But thank you for subbing. Guys, please check out my YouTube channel as well. Dragon. Okay, I'm going to play like something quiet against the Dragon. Basically, I don't have time for a Yugoslav attack today. Sorry. That requires a lot of energy. EHL. It sounds like DHL. DHL, this is kind of weird. His knight on C6. That's a little odd. Let's play H3, see what he's up to. Jeroen played bishop C4. That is a strange kind of move, I would say, for the Dutch. And then Heraldi with D4. Now I have to be careful because he's starting to push D5 straight up. With the bishop on E2, he has actually kind of a crappy passive formation there. Franco, bishop F3. Very strange move, man. Very strange move. I think we've got a really good sort of hedgehog for black at the very least here. With the bishop on F3. Mainline Queen's Gambit accepted, which I don't play. Move 11. This is a strange line of the Dunst opening. There was a new in chess survey one time. I wonder if I should take on C4 here. It's certainly interesting with the fact that he's, moved his bishop to E2 already. Okay, Felipiacu 1999 is not cooperating by simplifying. He played bishop H5, so I'm going to have to do something eventually. I suppose I can play like a G4, knight H4 if I wanted to. Not overly convinced by that. we'll just keep our options open. I like to be flexible. Arsenal fan Richie with the classical. Uh-oh, wait a minute here. Now, knight h5 against ace. Can we do that? I feel like we can. Knight h5. Christian Sabo style. Christian Sabo. Sabo Christian. International master, international grandmaster. Anyway, hedgehog. Uh-oh. Any tactics here? Not apparently, no. You can play b6. I want to do some tactical damage in this position, but it doesn't look like there's anything really obvious. Knight g5 doesn't really do it. Knight g5. I mean, knight g5, he just goes h6 and laughs at me. How can you do that? Just simply play b6 like nothing happened. Oh, man. That makes so much sense. I'm frozen. What am I supposed to do after a move like this? Simple b6. No tactics? Okay, plan time. Need a plan. I don't have a plan. I don't have much there. A little advantage. Dragon. Classical dragon. King's Indian. What are we going to do against Lord Jesus Christ? King's Indian. I feel like I played the King's Indian against him once before. Whatever. Yellow Dragon. What are you doing, man? Crazy looking game too. Okay, guys, it's hard for me to like pay attention to all the games, so please forgive me if I lose context of the conversation in the stream. Here at pawn takes is also interesting. I'm gonna keep it simple. Bob Sacamano took on d5. Not a typical move. Okay, b6. Tartakover Queen's Gambit. Wubba Dubba Lubba is going Zoltan Varga on me. You know, oddly enough, I don't think I've ever actually had to face this opening. Alright. And Franco. We confused Franco by not playing what I had played repeatedly against him. Active guard. King's Indian. Knight d7 variation, which I used to play myself for a very long time. Okay, against Horus Power, I don't know which way to recapture. I guess with a knight. And then we grab the bishop here. Actually, well, there just isn't really another useful move for black other than taking that bishop, I think. I suppose I can play d6. d6, bishop b5, check. Knight d7. And what? Yeah. I guess. d6, b5, bb5, check. Knight d7. What are you going to do, like knight e5 or something? Does that make sense? Super weird. Alright. Anyway. FFY. c5 looks a little bit like a decent move. Knight takes f6, knight takes f6, doesn't do anything. Pawn takes pawn. Oh boy. Alright, well, we're just going to have to try to keep it simple, I guess. We don't have much there, a little tiny something. And a6 was played. Now, I can't really keep the tension here forever. So, bishop e2, I'm just going to take on d5. Richie and I, with an old school battle in the Nimzovich opening. Bishop c5. And I don't like that bishop. Don't like that bishop in my face on the diagonal. Master Smith. Okay, time to castle. And Lord Jesus Christ played the Petrosian system, which is A5 main line. Now, Heraldry. This queen pawn game looks more like a king pawn game after F4, this psycho F4. I wonder if I should consider just like delaying castling now. Interesting move, Bob. Interesting move. He's setting up like bishop c4, discouraging g6, dropping a rook, Shirazi style. Jack Peters, Shirazi, right? Almost the same thing. But I mean, does my queen get trapped? You know, that's the million-dollar question. It's not exactly Jack Peters, Shirazi. Slightly different. Okay, Karpov's line against the Tartakover. We're white in a King's Indian. Okay, I like this Sicilian. Mihai Suba says this knight on b8, it should decide where it goes based on where the white squared bishop goes. If the white squared bishop goes to d3, if the white squared bishop goes to f3. That's what he said. I don't know what he meant by it. Okay, standard Petrosian system. Knight b3. And here we go with Shy Knight. I'm just calling him that because that's what it looks like, but it's not exactly his name. Kind of weird setup. Maybe we should play something amorphous. Still feel like e5 is a solid move. A little too symmetrical though, the e5 type of stuff. Try something interesting maybe with a6 and b5. Brundle Philly says, hope I'm able to trap the queen. Yeah, you better hope you're able to trap the queen there, because if you're not, you've got some problems. Good plan. Let's see. d6. What are we going to transpose to some weird opening there? Wonder if I could have tried to take the pawn. Galinid plays the 4 pawns attack against me. This is always fun. I play a kind of risky line against the 4 pawns attack. Now g4, bishop g6, knight h4, bishop e4 doesn't... I don't know about that. I mean, that just... I could play g4, bishop g6, knight h4, bishop e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, knight f5. Just looks too bizarre. Okay, wubba dubba lubba now. He's trying to hold on to his pawn, but I mean, he's gonna have to jump through like a lot of hoops to try to hold on to that pawn, I think. At the end of the day, queen c2. I'm just kind of on my own there. I don't remember any theory. What about knight takes e5 against Clash Kid? Then he could play maybe... Yeah, I could just trade. Alright. If Clash Kid's bishop was on c4, I'd be very concerned, but here... This looks equalish. Got the bishop pair here in this one. Guys, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. Also subscribe. Please subscribe. G6. Is it a necessary evil, or maybe we can hold off on the G6? We can also play H6. I don't know actually which way I want to go there to defend my H7 pawn ultimately. Heraldry with Queen C2. Now I think his queen and my queen, you know, which queen is more likely to be misplaced? Easy question to answer. Knight C6 could challenge his knight directly. I mean, that's not a bad move. It's not really the plan here, though, in this hedgehog. Okay, move 11 with d4. He fell for the Classico. The Classico Trappo with knight b4. And don't feel bad. Many people have gone into this, and some of them have come out alive. Rook e8 and e5 and rook e8. Mr. Reshevsky would tell us that probably I'm supposed to play d5 with that rook on e8. And the... oh man. The Agzimov variation. Alright, here we go. No one knows what's going to happen there. Knight e5 is worth considering now. Knight e5, bishop takes, queen takes. That is a bad knight on e5, but if I don't establish this outpost now, it's kind of like, when am I going to establish it? How am I going to establish it? Let's go for it. Please let him have blundered. Bishop takes f6, queen e4. The standard trap. Here against Master Smith now, it's not really a good formation. Like, he's playing a Benoni with the knight on d7, bishop on c8. I feel like I should play d5. Okay, Arsenal fan Richie, we had a game once on the stream. I think queen h4 is the main move, but queen e7 is okay too. And now I guess I'm supposed to play knight f3 for lack of a better move. Knight f3, pawn takes pawn, bishop takes. I don't like that. It's got to be knight f3. Okay, so ace is attacking h7. Is it g6 or h6? That's the million-dollar question. I kind of prefer g6 for some reason. Why? Why do I like g6 better than h6? I guess somehow g4, g5 doesn't seem as... Also, he doesn't have a dark squared bishop. Queen a4. Now, wubba dubba lub lub, that feels like a very, very committal kind of move. Clash Kid, he's going to try to castle queenside. It's a really symmetrical position here. I think c6 is a pretty universal move. What to do in this position, I don't really know. Induce weaknesses with, like, or should I go sort of exchanging pawns? Bishop g5, h6, bishop d2. It seems kind of artificial, doesn't it? Bishop want to be back on f1, play on the queen side. White square bishop is quite good. I'm a little bit of time pressure if I don't move quickly here, so I want to keep the pace up. h3 from Lord Jesus Christ. Although h3 is a normal move, h3 Petrosian system was played against me by Christian Gabriel once. New York Open, but played it like much. I felt he played it earlier. Maybe we should just go knight h5 here. I mean, knight c5. Knight c5, queen c2. Is that going to cost me time in the end? Knight c5, knight d2, knight c5, queen c2. I feel like h3 is slow for black. Okay, black wants to castle queenside here. We're going to create some complications. I need to rescue my queen. Bishop g4. You gotta like bishop g4. I mean, that is that's an awesome move. How much material am I up here? Did I just make a bad move? Probably not. Okay, I wanted to play b5. Now he's switching plans, going castle king side probably. b5 still good. Although b5 a4, I'm not liking that. If he's not going to castle queenside, then maybe I won't play b5. I can just play a hippo with like b6, bishop b7. Not give him the satisfaction of that. Counterplay. Bishop Well, he played g3. He wants to play bishop back to g2. And his position will make some sense then. h5 is interesting for black. It's a really strange position, but I think a little too weird. I don't want to get too weird here. Move 11, okay, played bishop d3. The other defense is bishop e5 check, c6, bishop a4, queen a5, c3, knight d3 check, king f1 with weirdness going on. So a lot of people settle on what move 11 did there. Now here I could play knight takes or queen takes. Queen takes. Could even play knight takes c6 actually. That's a kind of lame looking move. Alright, let's develop a piece. So, classical dragon. I'm going to keep it moving along here. Ayeste and I have hardly played any moves. This could transpose to a knight a6, King's Indian, actually. It seems to me. Wow. Okay, Araldi just going crazy on me. I'm going to keep it closed. You're running really with the bishop c4. It seems kind of weird to me. b5. a6, b5. What's the best way to play this for black? Should I strike at the center? Should I play c5? I don't know. Alright. Queen c2 from Lord Jesus Christ. So now, I'd be surprised if I haven't played this position at some point. Knight h5, heading for f4. We've got to move it along a little bit. Move it along, people. Overprotect our center. The Agzimov against Galunid. What's up here? c6. He finds a defense. That's original. That is original. Okay, queen takes a8, queen takes d3, queen takes a7, and some kind of weird funky compensation, like probably I should play it simpler. That's a creative defense. Take the exchange. How do I get my queen back in the game? It's kind of irritating. Queen takes, he's always going to have some sort of counter spiel. Alright, I don't know. We're going to figure it out as we go along. Okay, another guy who's playing games with move order. h5, like it. Going totally postal on me. EHL. Very good. Prepare for the grob. Prepare to grob. Development. Thank you guys for joining me. We're playing 25 players here in a simultaneous exhibition. I am trying to move as fast as I can, but time is of the essence usually in these events. Bishop c4 was played. Okay, so now the question is, my plan was pretty lame, but I'm going to give him the exchange back. I mean, I want to get my queen out, and I just figured this is the easiest way to do it. So he's going to have some compensation, but I can probably trade queens. I don't have a lot of time, and I'm feeling kind of pressured. Speaking of pressured, here I can win a pawn, and if I don't win a pawn, what am I going to do? Rook ad1. Rook ad1. Yes. Okay, Lord Jesus Christ. Feel like I've played this position before. We're coming to get you. Guys, the time control is 40 moves. I'm sorry, 40 minutes for the game plus 40 seconds per move. Master Smith. Weird Benoni sort of situation. I had a game in the Massachusetts Open. Or was it New England Open? New England Open, like a couple of years ago against the 2100 or 2200 player. It's something like this. Knight b5. I guess black could play rook b7 in that situation, actually. How am I going to deal with a6 b5? Strangely enough, maybe counter fianchetto, counter rook move. Okay, ace played queen e2. He wants to castle queenside, obviously. Also, maybe trade my white squared bishop. I don't like f6 from Lubba Dubba. That looks like a very odd move. b3. Castles. Soltigos, what are you doing, man? You have guests again, or why are we spending half an hour on the first 3 moves of this game? Okay, Franco, we got him out of his favorite line, and now he seems a little bit adrift. But it's not really a standard Sicilian position. And the Aximov variation is pretty weird. Shabalov plays it, for whatever that's worth. Okay, so, move 11. What are you doing to me here? He's doing bad things with like queen b3. I'm none too happy about this. The good thing is that he doesn't have a white squared bishop, so maybe I can take the pawn on d4 and just pray that I can defend my position somehow. Looks pretty frightening, but I really don't have another idea. I'm going to let him smash my pawns. Active guard. Rook e8. Strange. What about the rook on f8? That looks... The rook on f8 looks oddly placed. Okay, now I understand he's going crazy with g5 here. Whoa. Yeah, that is an extremely crazy kind of move. b3. g4. I can go knight e1. I can play knight h4. Problem is, okay, b3, g4, knight h4, b3, g4, knight e1. It's not that clear because he has c3 too. This position is sort of starting to get on my nerves slightly. b3. Speaking of queen traps, I don't have one here. This is just a pretty bizarre situation. Okay, another game where we've hardly moved at all. It's like a standard position. Okay, there's no checks. Checks, please. My position is a little sketchy there. Rook d2. Yeah, that was the plan. Wow. All right, now I can put a lot of pressure on e4 with knight c5, or I can play b5. I can play d5. d5? Really? No, I don't think so. Alright, against Bob I decided to sacrifice material back to clarify the situation a little bit. Clash Kid. Guys, thank you for subscribing. Clash Kid, Bob, these guys are subscribers. Also Move 11. We have some others as well. Plucro's not here today. What's up, guys? Arsenal fan Richie. His position is complex, he said. I can't remember his game off the top of my head. Well, I want to play knight c5 here. Knight f8. Actually, there's nothing wrong with knight f8. Famous last words. This is not a scary position, huh? Standard stuff. Monkey pushing wood played h3. Very quiet move. Against Lord Jesus Christ, we've got a strong knight on f4, and I really want some attack. I mean, f5 would be normal, but it's not so simple. He's going to defend with stuff like bishop f3. It's kind of hard to break through against him. Where's my knight going to go? Then again, I mean, how's he going to drive it off of f4? It's very difficult to drive it off of f4. Okay, castles. The time. Wow, Horus played d5. You know, if that's good, I could be in trouble. Maybe it is good. I mean, what's wrong with d5, actually? Underestimated this possibility a little bit. I don't know what to do. Pawn takes pawn. Knight takes. Now, Galunid played a3, which is a move I've never faced before. In this, dude, it's like preventing the main idea of the opening with a3. It's probably some old, very old move. That's frightening. Queen h4 check. g3. It's no problem. It's no problem. Well, Galunid. We had some interesting game before. He played the opening well, and then he messed up later on. This is concerning me a little bit, though. What am I supposed to do here? Like bishop c5? Bishop c5 and castles? Is that enough? Soltigo. All right, man. I don't know what to think about this position. It looks like we'll just play the old Indian or something. I don't know. Bishop d3 is not really critical. We've got to be ready to play b4 in this one when the time comes. Yurun going with the fianchetto. Knight takes pawn. I don't think he had to take on b3 there. And now pawn takes. I'm trying to get the Leningrad Dutch to be part of my basic opening repertoire. So Bob has a little bit of compensation for his sacrificed exchange. He was up a rook, but I was up a rook, but I decided to give something back because I'm a nice guy, among other things. Okay, it looks like Horus has surprised me with this very unpleasant move, you know, d5, and now I just don't think I have much. I have the bishop pair, but it's not worth a whole lot here in this position. Standard, but a very quiet move now. Instead of bishop b3 or bishop d3, I am determined to play bishop e2, which is extremely solid. In this game, Lord Jesus Christ, I'm just wondering, you know, more or less, like, well, how is he going to get my knight off of f4? That's kind of my main question. River guarding rook. Now, Queen f5 was a move I didn't foresee from Iffer. It's a very interesting and kind of tricky looking move. I think I have to stop him from playing bishop a6 and or bishop b7. So I'm going to take more material. And then ace is the place with the helpful hardware man. He's just played e4, changing the whole structure, which is fine by me. Okay, now this one looks good. This looks good. This just looks like that c4 pawn is almost like impossible to protect. We also have knight g4 type of stuff. Queen c5 check and knight g4. Queen c5 check, knight g4. Looks a little bit primitive. Too primitive. A bit too primitive, isn't it? What else? I can put pressure on the c pawn. Okay. ch7, mainline bishop e6. I guess bishop d7 is probably okay for black too. In this classical dragon. Felipe, AQ 1999. I didn't even realize it was like Felipe. Sorry about that. I was like Felipe Q. Knight takes d5, knight takes e5. It's just correct me if I'm saying something stupid. Happens a lot. Knight takes c7. My knight will never get out, you know. It will never get out. So f5 with the complicated game, or f4, bishop h4 check. Yikes. I don't want that to happen. Knight takes d5. Let's just play the simple position, I guess. Alright. So against move 11, we have an ultra complicated situation. Where I'm up a pawn, but my structure is just butchered. Hard to argue with the queen on d5. And horsepower, well, I'm afraid this is very symmetrical. It may lead to a draw against him. So, Shy Kite, or She Kite, played h4. I'm not really excited about that possibility. And then, what happened now? e5. It looks like b4 wins a piece, sort of. The wins a piece, sort of. It's good enough for me. I'll take a sort of wins a piece any day. So I was asking the question, how does, Lord Jesus Christ deal with this knight on f4? And now we see the answer. Plus my b6 pawn is hanging, so take rook f6, I guess. Arsenal fan with the, looks like. Well, this has got to be a position that's been played before. I mean, simply knight c3 maybe? That's very complicated. Pawn takes pawn, bishop takes. And then knight c3. Just h3. Bishop takes, queen takes. Looks like something I've seen somewhere. Kind of weakens my king side, though. h3 takes, castles, e4. That's complicated. This is going to be very complicated no matter what happens, I guess. I'm getting a little bit low on time. It's starting to kind of bug me. Queen c7. Now, white has not, or black has not, let's just play a safe move here. Black has not made a move there with the b pawn. Okay, Ayesta, now we're into theory in this Leningrad Dutch. Bishop g5, excuse me. Knight c5, or rook e8. Man, the time is really costing me here. Knight a6 looks like a strange move. I've never faced that in this opening. I may have to play b5. That might not be so bad for black. It looks like some kind of Ivanchuk trick or something. You're just tempted to do it and then it's not good. Let's just play a simple move. Rook takes e5. And here I don't have much of anything, unfortunately. This is knight a6 theory, I think. King's Indian against active guard. Although he played knight d7, it transposed to a knight a6 King's Indian. Go figure. And here, what to do? What to do in this classical opening? All right. Well, I don't know. Lord Jesus Christ has the 2200 classical rating with the 1700 blitz rating. That's pretty weird. All right, I wanted to transfer the rook because I can kind of connect everything. Definitely getting my king out of the center, but how? Oh man, Bob, leave me alone. Bob, I'm gonna have to castle queenside, I'm afraid. Knight c6 in the house from Franco. Just fancy move syndrome. Fancy move syndrome from Franco. Wow. Okay, dude. That's fine. I admire your creativity, Franco, but I think you're going a little bit over the top there. Now, in this one, I'm tempted to take on d4 now and play g6. Give up my center. b4, craziness. Absolute craziness. I've got queen h4 check, followed by something like g3, queen d4. Or bishop takes g1, rook takes g1, queen h4 check, g3. That's pretty ridiculous. I'd rather just take en passant. En passant. My French is just ridiculous. Okay. Queen takes a4. What is up here? I don't like black's position. Okay. Time. Now what? Queen d2, rook e8. Bishop d2. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. We're going to play the Grob, basically. Franco, I think it's interesting, but now I could also play d5 here and just be a pawn up. Okay, Rich, this is pretty complicated. Holding my breath against Arsenal fan there. Now h5 is interesting. Would I sack a pawn potentially for Nakamura-like attacking chances? h5. Pawn takes pawn, takes pawn, bishop takes h5. The ultra greedy move. That actually looks kind of dangerous for white. I'm going to go for this. Knight e6. Knight e6, knight takes e5, knight takes e4. Knight takes e4, bishop takes e5. That looks a little bit sketchy. But why? I don't know. Knight d7 is pretty solid. Is it or isn't it? Oh, man, come on, dude. He's always coming up with the craziest stuff, this guy. Clash Kid. It's always something very, like, irrational. He has to constantly force irrational positions. Knight e6. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e4. This actually doesn't look that great for me. I'm not that thrilled about that. I could play b5. It's very weakening. h6 maybe. That's so committal, though. H6 looks weakening, too. Bishop E6 drops a pawn, or I just take on E4. Not clear. Knight D7, Knight G5. That's a problem. I'm just wasting way too much time here. Knight takes E4, Knight takes E4, Bishop takes E5. F4. Yeah, I'm afraid of ghosts here. Alright. Let's just keep it moving. Knight takes E7 at the very least. Knight takes C7 looks like a mistake. I should take here, play with a very small advantage. Queen B3. White is falling behind in development here. Bishop takes G1. Let's get castled. Oh, I like this exchange for black on E6. And now I think the Knight G4 thing is looking really good. The Knight G4 thing. Looking like those dark squares are super toasty. Alright, Rook E8. Enigma. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Also, check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Please donate and support the stream via PayPal as well if you can afford it. Much appreciated. Or subscribe here on Twitch to my channel. Rook E8. The only thing strange is Knight A6. I've never seen anyone do that. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, I can play B5. I guess I should, really. Hesitating. Rook B1 might have actually been a waste of time in that game. Against Felipe, I have some sort of microscopic advantage. As for this game, think like Petrosian. We're thinking Petrosian. Petrosian. I mean, Rook B1, B5. Nothing else. Alright, we're getting to the file. I mean, what else? Probably we're going to trade rooks there. You ruined, we haven't played in a long time, man. It's a complicated position. Franco just sacked a pawn. I don't think he has any compensation for that pawn. It's a real bluff, man. Shy Knight going totally nuts, but I haven't even castled kingside yet. I'm not planning on it, to be honest. So Knight F6 should just win a pawn, I would think. Famous last words. E6, Benoni. The Benoni. Again, it's sort of like a Pierce more than a Benoni. E6. Okay, well, I don't have to do anything. I could just let him take on D5, actually. For some reason, he's not playing his main idea, which is, well, if I play Queen D3, C4 is kind of a problem. That is an issue. Don't love that too much. Could play Queen D3, Queen F3, Queen D3, C4, Queen F3, B4. What else? Takes on E6, and try to play like F5, E5, sort of tactical nonsense. Undermining the D5 square. This is gonna get really weird. Okay, Soltigo, we wasted a lot of time. This is a funny game. Now, King F7 or Queen F7. It seems a pity to move the queen, doesn't it? Alright, we're gonna play. We're gonna have some fun here. What about, okay, I'll play E6 if necessary, I guess. This is gonna be craziness. Bishop C4 in the house. Okay, that is just really bizarre, man. Where do you come up with these moves? Where do you come up with this kind of move? Bishop takes H7, sacrificing the exchange. it looks viable. I mean, but it's a little bit over the top. It's just not. Say we did. Okay, queen check. Queen check. Looks like smothered mate. Or something to that effect. Always be careful with your king. Knight D to E7, knight to D to E7, knight E7 is what I'm trying to say. Knight E7. Rather than looking for tactics, I don't see it. There's knight B6 though. Then my knight is sort of stupid. Time is of the essence. Okay, this is a sort of torturous endgame where I should have like a tiny edge, honestly, against Horus. He's pretty strong, 2,000. Now what am I doing? C5. Oh, maybe bishop F8, bishop G7. Strange as that seems, it gives my queen a square. All right, Richie played knight F6. Now, I guess I have to decide. Knight C3. Knight C3 or pawn takes pawn, bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes bishop, queen takes, knight C3. Or pawn takes, bishop takes, knight C3. There's some old like Kramnik. There was like an old Kramnik game. I'm thinking of something else. Damn it. Starting to lose my mind. What if I just castled and let him take on F4? I mean, how bad is that? It's unclear. Maybe this isn't good. Take? Should I take, really? This is crazy. I don't know what to do. Rook C8, very strange move from active guard. Very strange move. I mean, he's telegraphing completely what he's trying to play, like C6. Super weird. My side of the board. Clash Kid seems to have blundered. It's like too good to be true, though. What is going on? Alright, I don't see it. I don't have time to look for more. We're going F5. Now, this one. Well, knight D7 is good. B5 weakens my position a little bit. D5 is good. Bishop B7, bishop takes C6. Bishop takes B6, unfortunately. Could that be fatal? For white, actually. Wow, that's crazy. Bishop B7, bishop takes B6. Queen D7 with a bad situation. I'm gonna try it, man. It's pretty complicated. It's fun. Okay. Technical land here. Welcome to technical land. That's a good thing. I don't have a lot of time, so technical land is welcomed. And now things get weirder and weirder here in Aximov world. That's what it's supposed to do. This is supposed to basically boggle your mind. Alexander Shabalov plays the Aximov variation. Knight b5 here. What does that actually do? Nothing. I really doubt putting my rook on b1. I actually am very sorry that I did that. So I was thinking bishop a3, oddly enough. That looks like kind of artificial, cheap shot. May not be such a bad move though. He might have to go back, or he could play queen e6 actually. Take, knight c3. This is probably book. Actually. Now I just take on g5. And then he's defended. Is that the point? Knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, pawn takes h6 with complications. Alright, I was hoping for better than this, but we'll take it. We have a better structure. Against Miotz we have a solid position. Here this is getting kind of irritating. Now I have bishop takes h7 again. Then like f5 or what? I mean, I don't know about this. It's just too weird. My position is just too good for any sort of nonsense here. How about queen e2? Bishop takes h7. Bishop takes h7. My bishop's going to get trapped if I do something like that. Let's just develop our pieces. Okay, Dutch, rook e1. It's good I don't know this variation at all. I don't know this line at all. I never played rook e1 in my life, despite playing this variation with white. I always played d5 or maybe like rook b1, queen c2 type moves, b3. Rook e1 I don't know at all, which is fantastic. So, I guess queen e8 is out. Knight e4, knight e4, knight takes e4, pawn takes e4. Looks like it should be nothing. e5 doesn't work. And we're running out of time. That's the good thing. Can't remember what I'm supposed to do, so we're just going to make a developing move here. Rich, I think this is still book. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes d4. And somehow white steals the initiative or something. Okay, c6. Playing on my side of the board. Pawn takes pawn. Should be winning for me. I dropped this pawn against Dmitry once. Dimitrios Gurevich. It was very embarrassing. And I like fought like a dog to try to hang on in that game too. To no avail. Anyway, Lord 1700. He ignored my holy commands. I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't like my game that much. That's a really, really hard game to rationalize. Jeroen's game is getting complicated too. We're going to kick him out of that diagonal. Knight is heading for e4, where it could be a party killer. I'm going to need a break here soon. I don't know, Felipe. I have a little advantage here, but it's not much. This is really craziness. And Lord Jesus Christ, not your typical everyday 1700, apparently. Castling is a good idea. Okay, g5 I don't like in the classical dragon there. This is... Wow. So Master Smith played knight e5. He didn't even take on f5. I didn't seriously consider this. Probably I should have, because it looks kind of reasonable. Alright, what to do? Man, this is kind of tough. I've got the d5 square, but he's got a lot of play as well. What are we doing here? Man, this is ridiculous. Bishop takes f3. I'm just losing my mind. Galunid. Well, he can't castle kingside, can he? You know, have you realized that, guys? Castling kingside, not an option. But e6 could be an option. Damn. What's up with e6? I don't care, man. You're too far overextended. Okay. Shoot, he wants to play knight f1. Knight a4, that's just not a big deal. Okay. Next move, knight a6, check it out. Wubba dubba lub lub with knight a6. Check him out, dude. Check him out with queen a4 and knight a6, 1250. From Hungary? Wubba dubba lub lub, you're from Hungary? I never knew that. Alright. So, guys, when I'm not streaming here in July and August, I'm living in Budapest, Hungary. And I have been living in Hungary for many, many, many years. Seems like eternity. Okay. Time is starting to become a defining factor. And we need to be alert tactically. G4. Maybe h6 is worth considering. Okay, snacking on this pawn. She's got bishop f8. Damn. I didn't even see it till this moment. Man, oh man. Okay, so what happens if b5? I don't think I can take. Bishop f8, and he's got taking on b4. You can take it, but it's not that good for me. What about bishop g5? I don't know what to do. Alright, let's just defend our pawn. Regroup there. I don't like this queen g5 active move either. Slightly better ending against Horus. Chorus. Man, what to make of this? Hopefully a draw. Bishop takes c4. Total chaos here. What is going on with this position? It's just insanity. Jeroen, quite the complicated game too. Quite the complicated game. He's like the world's leading Dutch expert. Stonewall with white. Man, it's driving me crazy, this position. 13 minutes. Alright, I guess it's time to take. And this is a fantastic game. I love this game. A lot of fun. Queen e8. How many queens are on the board again? Okay. 2 queens on board. Man, my g7 pawn is not part of the deal. We're castling and we're just glad to be not worse. In what looks like a kind of standard position against rich. E4, knight f4, knight f4. Ooh. Does it actually do anything, or it just looks good? Knight d4. See all these shots in the dark type of moves. Knight d4. Let's go for it. It just feels active. Stop calculating and just play. f4. In technical endgames, I'm pretty good. I feel like that's something I can play quickly without making a lot of mistakes. You might want to put your king on e7 here. Me. Perhaps first the knight. Here it looks like black's weakened his king side, playing g5. It's kind of a long-term thing. This is insane. Okay, I think I can finally try to win material. Bishop takes, knight takes e5. Just looks good. Galu nid. And then this game, nothing clear. Knight b5 I wanted to play, but it's I'm not really sure what it does per se. Bishop b5, also an interesting move. g4. Is g4 something for real? I'm not really sure. Okay, the time is ticking. Bishop f8. Black saves himself from total destruction, which I thought was unavoidable. Here I have knight b4 now. Knight takes a7, check, king b8. The grab of maybe a6 first. I don't know, man. This is pretty weird. Look at this position. This is awesome. What is going on? Okay, bishop takes h7's been on for like 17 moves, and I can never do it. That's sort of weird. This position is pretty weird, honestly. It's a little bit too bizarre, man. Honestly, I don't know what's going on around here. It's starting to freak me out a little bit too much. Okay, so this ending, I just think that it's equal-ish, but complicated. I mean, his queen is strong on d5. What can I do about it, you know? Ops-colored bishops, hopefully, will make my life a little easier. Okay, the endgame type positions I can play quickly. This is not an endgame. I need to decide where to put my... This guy's provisional. He snuck in. He has a rating of 50 games. Okay. This is a little bit scary. He's got some attacking chances he really wasn't supposed to have. Let's see here. Miot's also... I feel like he got out of a slightly worse position. And I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. Very tempted to play f5, f6 type of moves, though it's risky. It seems right. Extremely risky plan. And now, move 11, attacking my b7 pawn. Okay. So e4, this is clearly some sort of Leningrad Dutch theory. Where to put my b, I don't know. Playing a couple openings I don't know really well. Knight d2 is played here. This guy is just, he's amazing. I mean, he really comes up with some crazy stuff. Okay, now knight b5, and I think we can simplify this ops-color bishop position. Well, e5's hanging, and I don't like it. Miot's is not playing like a normal 1200 here today. I mean, not Miot's, Wubba Dubba Lub Lub. He's not playing like your typical 1000 player in this game. He's in sort of the zone, and he's scaring me. What is going on here? Okay, bishop takes b4. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Knight takes a7 check. We go away. Your ruin is coming on. And then I thought rook takes. But forgive me if I'm wrong. Maybe rook takes isn't the best. Rook takes was my idea, driving him back. And then here, it's just a position. Looks about equal. Still nobody's castled in this game. It's just bizarre. Queen c6, controlling the d5 square. Complicated game. b3, just knight d5. Not much there for me. Queen c6 isn't such a bad move. I was just provoking with this last move. Not sure where to put my bishop. Maybe d2, maybe e3. E3 hits his A7 pawn, but it's not quite as active in some respects. So guys, I'm getting into some time pressure here. I'm gonna try to play as quickly as I can without going nuts. But Bob blundered, grabbing my A7 pawn there. Uh-oh. It's okay. We'll just calmly play bishop G7 against ace. Expanding here. Yeah, that's what I expected from Miotz. I think it's time to take off his dark squared bishop. I don't know, man. I was thinking take the dark squared bishop and play for dark squares. Should I play A4 here? Okay, we want to trade white squared bishops. We want to trade his bishop pair off in that ending. Now this ending, I mean, this is probably a draw objectively, but we're slightly better. Knight H5. Again, F4 is an option here. I think it's probably good. Yeah. Okay. Wubba Dubba Lub Lub just freaked me out this entire game. I mean, this is really insane, dude. What the heck is going on here? I mean, I just don't have an idea. Okay, Franco took. Now we take with the queen or with the rook. Don't know, bro. I don't know, man, which way to take back, but I need to do it fast. Looks like we're all over Galanid now. Probably winning there. Here I was thinking dark squares. Dark squares. At least we have some play. A4. Okay, this is pretty extreme, but it makes some sense. He wants to put his knight like on E6 and something like that. So maybe knight D2 now. King E7. Rook takes rook. I like forced moves. It makes life a little easier. Objectively a draw, but there's some play left in this one. We want to try to get the most out of it. How about this position? I don't know where to go with my knight. Knight E1. Should I play H3 or G3? Man, I don't know. A5. Okay, I guess this is like some kind of theoretical position. Really don't know. Look at Jeroen's piece coordination, dude. Just, you don't play like the typical Stonewall attack player, Jeroen. It's not really a standard standard style, I would say, and that's not a bad thing. All right. Okay, now Clash Kid just allowed B5. I mean, it seems to me that B5, it's ridiculous. He's going to do some insane stuff. All right, B5. I'm really not believing this for white. Queen D7. Okay. Freaked out. Now move 11, offering to trade queens, creates some problems with my A pawn, so I don't really want to just trade queens yet. This exchange. B3. What to do? I'm not sure. Take. Yeah, I can play B3, I guess. Oh, I see the old bishop F5, rook H4. So I have to do H6 or something. A lot of endings. That's all right with me. Man, but this guy's... He's used like no time, dude. Horus Power. It's a pretty new account. He's not using any time. I don't think I'm going to be able to win that game. Alright. Rook D8, Rook C8. Not really sure. A5 I was hoping for here. To break up his pawns, but looks like it. Can I do it? Actually, it's interesting. A5, bishop takes, rook takes C7. A5 takes, queen A4. It seems reasonable to play A5. Alright, time is just like blitz now. I've used all my time. We've got to go into complete blitz mode. Alright, blitz mode. But guys, if you can, if you have time, take your time. And please don't just play for time. Bishop C4. Alright, it looks like white... I just dropped F7. That's cool. But it could be complicated. What happened? He ignored my F4 he met with G4. Wow. Okay. Wow, this is... position he could possibly be slightly worse. I think that C4 is interesting. For me, at some point. This position is just freaking me out. Maybe my king. I'm gonna drop my pawn. Lord Jesus Christ, I don't get your ratings, dude. He can't be 1700. Maybe he just plays on the tablet when he plays blitz or something. He's really like a master. Still, dude, I don't get it. A lot of pressure. Maybe knight D5. This is a really irritating position too. Active guard with 30 minutes left. Wubba dubba lub lub. They're all playing blitz, these guys. There's like 4 of them, basically. Playing blitz against me. 5 blitz players, 6. These guys all just are playing for blitz. More or less. Okay. That's a double attack, queen E3. So there's 7 blitz players. I overlooked this very nasty move, knight E4. Not overlooked it, but I forgot that I was going to be under a lot of pressure. So I have to play now D4. That's okay though. That should be okay for me. We have a bunch of blitz players, which I don't like. Guys playing blitz. H5 is a draw, but pawn takes pawn. Yep. I mean, dude. Lord Jesus Christ is playing like a master. Queen C7 perhaps isn't necessary here. But it still might be a good move. Alright. Oh, now what? Could play bishop C5. Keep it simple. And time pressure. Man. Now what? Rook takes. Rook takes. Try to keep it simple there too. This is a totally winning position. One of the few that I have. I could just check probably. Guys, not too much time to really commentate just now. We have a little technical problem here. Maybe bishop c4. Actually, where's my king going if I do that? Oh, that sucks. King problem. Man, that sucks. He's gonna like force a draw. Horsepower. He used almost no time for the entire game. My king is trapped. Maybe this move, ironically, is my best. Jeroen taking his time. With f5, that's pretty radical. Wow. Okay, I was planning on a4. Let's stick to our guns. And this game is like a nightmare. I feel like I'm playing really, really strong opponent against Lord Jesus Christ. The first 4 times I beat him, but like he seemed to have gotten angry. He's like, I'm not going to mess around anymore. I'm going to start playing like the master that I am. And then this one is a technical position where we are in pretty good shape, but it's probably still a draw. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, b5, whatever. Bishop takes f7. I blundered here against Shy Knight. Do I have queen takes? The 3 pieces for a queen. It looks like I might, but yes, queen takes, 3 pieces for a queen. We're going to give it a shot. It was a blunder, an outright blunder. Now I'm going to have to take that bishop, that really gross bishop. This is a nightmare position. Just total nightmare. I could just resign this. I mean, I might as well just resign here. Alright, king takes. Just save myself time losing to this account, Lord Jesus Christ, which is gonna drag me around like a 2600 in that ending. I know when bad things are gonna happen. Have a good feel for it. I'm just gonna save myself the time and effort for that game. I'm not a pessimist by, yes I am actually. I am a pessimist by nature. But I am also a fighter and I don't like to give up. But that position, I can tell you 100% he's gonna crush me. There's absolutely no question. Let's try opposite color bishops here. We're going to sort of defendo mode. Active guard with a great maneuver. Just a tremendous maneuver there to seize the initiative. And then this position against an enigma, where I thought I was better, now I might not be better at all. We're trying something interesting there. This ending is interesting. It looks like now I'm in danger of like losing, which never even entered my mind. Okay, I guess I'm not really in danger of losing, but theoretically could happen. You guys are so strong. Check out Wubba Dubba Lubba 1200. A little better than a 1200. Knight f6. This is looking bad too. Got a lot of problems in my games today. No time too. Okay, we're gonna grab a bishop, I think. Okay. So what's going on here? I have an outside pawn and I should be better. Active guard just stole a pawn against me. Active guard. Alright. We lost the pawn. We're going to lose another one if I do this. Rook A1 with pressure. Compensation. I got a lot of problems on my plate here. Some of these players don't know too well. Ace. I played another guy named Ace. I'm wondering if it's not the same player with a new account. Here, Wubba Dubba Lubba with a really crazy good game against me today. Excellent intermezzo. Knight takes pawn there. Doesn't miss a beat. Very few mistakes from any of my opponents, honestly. Okay, so here it should be about equal. Wubba Lubba Dubba just, I mean, Active Guard just stole a knight. Wow. Let's just drop the piece. Great. 1252, 1100 in bullet. I think this maneuver knight a6, knight e6 is good. Just drop the piece here though. Is there a small chance I could trap his queen? But how? It's looking kind of tough to pull it off. How am I gonna trap his queen? I don't know. I don't see how to trap his queen here. Alright, we're going to lose that one. This one we're going to win. It looks like move 11. No, actually, I'm not so sure. I take it back. He actually has enough play there. We are going to win this game, hopefully. Really crazy time pressure today. For your ratings, everyone played really well. Usually I've got some 2300, 2400, 2200, a few of those guys. But we've got some kind of sandbaggers today. A lot of players that seem a lot stronger than their low ratings. Okay, king position here. Now, if I played bishop g3, what's the deal with that? Actually, b3. I'm like fighting for draws in positions where I was clearly better. That's a bad sign. It means that I'm in sick time pressure. I could actually lose this if I'm not careful. Okay. Very bad time pressure all across the board. A3 doesn't work, of course. Nothing ever works when I need it to work. Can you hear the positivity? We're feeling good today. Feel the positivity. Knight check. Wubba Dubba Lubba, what is up with your rating, dude? If you can play this well against me, you can't be 1200. Here we managed to fix some pawns on the right color, which was good. Okay, this is a crazy position. I'm lucky to be alive after blundering in this game. And this one, I feel like I should be good, but he has an outside pass pawn, so it's a little bit of a problem, that stupid outside pass pawn. Maybe we can maneuver. I don't do these simuls every day, so sometimes I kind of freak out. Man, e5. Should I play e5? I kind of feel like e5 allowing that white square threats is okay. Look at this move, knight f4 that Galanid found. He's gonna like checkmate me in a hopelessly lost position. Jeez, that is scary. It's probably easier to play this and win a piece, huh? Yes. All right, let's do that. Let's do it that way. This actually now, I'm not so sure about that bishop endgame. Felipe is freaking me out. 1800 though, credible rating. He should be pretty decent. Can I unlet that pawn move? That's what I wanted to say. All right, Richie, rook endgame. Can we take him out? Better here. We're up a pawn, but the time situation is not really good. This guy, man, the whole game he's scaring the shit out of me, proverbially. Soltigo. I know you, Soltigo. We've played a lot, and unfortunately I know your style a little too well. Okay, still his position is fine. This is really hard today. I mean, everybody's playing really well. I'm just not getting any easy games at all. Queen a6 from Clash Kid. He took forever on that move. It was basically forced. So I didn't quite understand why he was thinking so long. On Queen a6, I guess he just didn't have an adequate response. Active guard, yeah. Never played them before. But I dropped a piece, unfortunately. Just wondering if I could trap his queen somehow. Looks really close to a queen trap here. Rook c1. He'll probably have some tactic to get out of it. Now we're talking in this ending. But I don't think it's enough to win because my king position sucks. Alright. Bishop d6 or something. Sort of stupid move. I'm not winning a piece anymore in that game. King h8, rook d8, queen b6, bishop c5, rook d8. Sold. Down to 2 minutes. I mean, this is just craziness. Alright, c4. And how can I do this? Okay, rook c8. And I'm too slow. Too slow with the king there. Mastermind, or I'm determined. I'm just happy to draw down on the clock everywhere, every single game. Yuck. Okay, this is good for white. But I have like no time. Yeah, he saved his piece. This is ridiculous. I don't know what to do. Freaking out. b5, I guess. Not a great move. Alright, now this dude is clearly going to kill me if I'm not careful. Okay, good rook endgame against Arsenal fan. That looks winning to me for white. His structure is so bad. This dude's threatening mate again. This is starting to get old really fast. And here, really tedious game. Check him out. The mate threats. Ace. Need to castle queenside here. Maybe not. Jeroen, I'm getting really low on time. I don't know what to do. Tension is just ridiculous in this game. Okay, what's happening? He's dropping a rook now on a1. Yeah, this looks like a draw. Very, very nasty endgame. Horsepower is actually gaining time. He's played so fast against me. Oh, man. We got something here against Enigmi. This game I haven't seen in a while. Forgot about it completely. Not good. Wish I had more time here. It's really complicated, but maybe this... Oh no, that pawn's just dropping. Actually, yeah. So, Alright, rook d7, I guess. He's got some compensation, move 11. I am a clear pawn up, though. What is going on here? Bishop here. I don't know who's playing for a win there. I guess Horsepower is trying to win on time or something. I completely overlooked d6. But I have knight takes e4. Wow. Somebody missed a tactic. I hope that works. Alright, what's the threat now? Queen b4. No threats. We're good to go. Oh man. b6 is hanging. b7. Yep, I guess unfortunately it is. And that could also be a problem. I'm going to have to play b6. Really didn't want to have to play that move. Okay, I guess it took forever in what might be a theoretical position there. And then this one. Alright, you know, Clash Kid is a maniac, so you never know what he's going to do. But here I'm winning. Not so easily, though. We got a pawn. We got some winning positions. I resigned against the Lord because he's just 2,700 plus. Almost as strong as Magnus Carlsen. But that's, you know, that's his job. That's what he does. So this one, I'm afraid I just don't have enough in the can to win it. It's probably going to be a draw. Over here, it's a good end game. But a lot of tension left. Speaking of tension, craziness here in this one. Absolutely crazy. Gotta watch my... Whew, man. Yeah, let's try to play actively. Draw position. The classic draw. h5. If I play h5, he plays king g5, unfortunately. And then I'm going to just drop that pawn, which just sucks. So, it's a draw. Another irritating position. I'm going to have to play c6 or c5. Oh man, he has knight g5 now. Alright, I have rook f6. It's okay. What happened here? Is like Felipe playing for a win? Down on time, or... I'm down on time. A cheapo alert. I put it on for me to draw. I don't think I can win that against Horsepower. He has an hour left. He hasn't used any time for the whole game. That's pretty tough. Here, I have no idea what I'm doing. This guy, Lubba-Dub-Dub, played better than he's ever played against me before. Here we're better somehow. We were worse before. And then in this game, it's kind of tedious. We're up a clear pawn, but Franco's quite a good player. Okay, let's move it along. King position. Why are you guys playing blitz against me? Compensation for lost pawn is huge there. Here I was going to play bishop h3. Alright, now I think the g4 is a good idea. Dark squares. The e3 square. Maybe just e4. Fortunately, my king is a little bit open. I'm not happy about that, and h6 weakens me too. So this is a little tricky. I'm not really sure what to do there. The file. Okay, this looks crazy. Soltigo. Complicated. complicated scenario. I'm just trying to make some quick moves here. This is probably a draw, but I don't know. Rook takes f5. All right. Everything's protected. And then g5 may be necessary in this position. I've not yet got the hang of playing the black side of the Dutch. In case you're wondering. Knight d3, no. You know what? I'm regretting making that move. I don't know. Franco. Queenside. Yeah, unfortunately, time is just money, and I'm really short of it right now. Okay, against ace. Ace is a piece of work, man. I mean, he's really something else. Now this guy is almost like trying to tempt me into playing for a win. It feels like it's probably a dead draw, but it's like he's actually trying to tempt me. Now h4, closing it up. He's got no dark square entry there. Entry points. Pawn takes. We change structure. Against Arsenal fan, we've got a really nice endgame. Good chances against him, I think. Lucky I have rook f6 there. In this insanity, he played what? f3. Now it's like knight takes e4. Queen takes g7. Knight takes c3 check. With just total absurdity going on. I feel like I should do it because anything else, I'm not sure, but anyway, it will be fun. To make a long story short, back rank mates are not something I really enjoy, so we're going to do that. We've got a slight structural advantage, enjoying a structural advantage in this game. d5. He's so tough, Jeroen. Alright, so now what's the deal? If I take on c6, is there some sort of trick or something? Apparently not. We get our pawn back. Oh, g4 is just hanging. That's always good too. Which is better? Should I take on g4? I'm not sure. This one hits a piece. Okay. Looks like f5. Oh man, I'm so low on time. Wow. All right. Bishop b5. How did I get so ridiculously low on time? I don't understand. Why did I not get 40 seconds per move or something like that? I've been making my moves in indefinitely less than 40 seconds per move. So it seems strange that I have less time than I did a minute ago. H6. Why would I have less time than I did a minute ago? Knight c5 maybe? That dark squared bishop would be a great piece to get. Can I trap your queen? It looks a little difficult to do. What do we want to take here? No time. Okay, so he's trying to set up something. Queen b5 maybe? What do I want to do? h5. Wow, that's crazy. What if I played g5? Really double-edged. This is probably just a draw, but I'm running out of time. Played queen b3. Didn't even see it. You guys are supposed to be playing for position, not for time. You just don't listen around here. You all get punished. Yeah, he's after me. Right? This is pawn up. 2 pawns up. How many pawns up? Speaking of pawns up. Put your pawns up in the air. Alright, queen takes c6. Pause. Thank you for trading queens, Franco. I was like really getting irritated with that position. Some magic. Time for some endgame magic. Yes. We got 2 pawns up. That should give us some chances. Now what? Now what? G4. Unconvincing but forcing. Wow, look at this. Okay, the craziness. The craziness is happening here. Where is my knight gonna go? A check. I don't know, man. This is just too crazy. Taking that pawn, thank you. Okay, this could be interesting against Felipe, who played too fast. Otherwise known as Felipe, who played too fast. King position. Jeroen gives up the dark squared bishop. And an ace. Ace who made my life pretty complicated lately. We're going to try something dynamic against him. King position in the endgame. B4. I don't know. I was a little worried about this sacrifice, but c'est la vie. Wow, Active Guard just offered me a draw. He knows his queen's getting trapped or something. Queen d3, followed by rook b1. Speaking of queens getting trapped, almost. Almost. Well, I guess a trade of queens might be a good thing for me to do there. What's up here? Fortunately, kind of complicated yet. Very, very powerful white square control for me in this position, but I'm not sure what my plan is. Knight e4. Okay, yes, he found it, ladies and gentlemen. Felipe found it. The best chance. Oh yes, endgame. Endgame land. It is gonna be ugly. Alright. Ayeste. What is going on here? Wow. No idea what I'm doing. Guys are just purely blitzing. Pure blitz. Nothing but the blitz. Craziness. 3 pieces for a queen, maybe? That's what we have, anyway. Okay. Where am I going? King d1? King d1 looks good. h4. No, king f4. What am I thinking? Alright, Arsenal fan. A lot of time. Think about his crimes on the clock. That upscaler bishop endgame. Oh man. I'm determined 1200. Come on, dude. Give me a break with the 1200. Alright, check. Check, 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 check. Queen there is... That is an issue. Right. Oh man, that's insane. So check and take. It's not insane. Alright, what's going on here? I really blew this. Yes. Ops-colored bishop. Ace. Reminds me of another account. Knight takes d4. I hung a rook. I hung a rook here. Nice job, me. Hung the exchange. Good job. Alright. It happens to the best of them. The 1200. Quite a good 1200 player. Thank God for the 40-second increments. I don't know what I'd do without that. Man, this is just irritating. It's probably just a dead draw. What can I do? Just give him the pawn back. I mean, and maybe the file, huh? B3. D5. Double edge move. Monkey pushing wood. Man, why did I let him close up the king side here? Okay, I'm up a rook in this game. That will end it. I mean, ace is an interesting player. F4. Guess I have to take. So I thought I was trapping his queen. He offered me a draw, but apparently I might have just a draw. Ironically, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what I'm doing there. Yes, yes, I know. Maybe I'll sack a pawn or something. Okay, exchange it off. Alright, what happened here? Queen e2 or something? Actually, what am I doing in this position? Actually, what is he doing? It's my move. Bishop g2. Played h2. Knight f4. That's a very, very nasty move. Okay, this is a win. Rook h8. Time is just ridiculous here. And I still have time. I mean, this is a draw, dude. Miotz has like 800 years to play the rest of the game. I'm offering to draw a pawn up. Soltigo didn't even want the pawn I offered. Alright. And we've got to have something here. He has checks. He has all these checks. Man, he's on my pawn twice now. I really had to play for a win against Monkey Pushing Wood. Jeroen, what is going on, man? This guy has me down to 9 seconds. They're not playing for time. What did you decline a draw, dude? Miotz declined a draw. Okay, dude, that's good. Whoa. Slight threat. You guys can feel free to resign if you're like down a rook or something. I mean, it's good sportsmanship. Oh, I let him do that. Seriously? I drop a pawn against move 11? Yeah, dude. I mean, alright. There's that pawn. Okay, what is going on around here? No time. What am I going to do with you guys in the time? Queen here. 42. Doubling rooks. Opponent offered me a draw. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Meotes. Did he offer a draw finally? I mean, that would be generous. Check this guy out. Nothing to do. It's just everybody playing for time. People not like 48 minutes playing. I'm gonna sack an exchange there. Okay, dude, I don't understand. Did we offer a draw here against Meotes, or what's the deal there? Right? What is going on here? The better structure, we lost our extra pawn. Sorry, I'll play it out. It's cool. Rook takes. F4. Not really the optimal. But what the heck? He's down to 1 minute as well. This wins material or not? Not. Check. Does that help? Ace. Ace is messing with me. We're in so sick time pressure every single game, every time. Dude, okay, Meotes, what are we trying to prove there, dude? I sacked an exchange here. I'm gonna offer another draw, dude. If he declines, I'll just resign. All right. What is the deal? Man. Just no time. Jeroen just seems unbeatable. I mean, very rarely have I ever beaten him. What was my idea here? Oh yeah, okay. I'm just like moving instantly. Every single move. What's up here with the F file? Man, this guy's hanging on. Yes. Speaking of hanging on, that's fine. Okay, he declined the second draw, dude. I don't understand what you're trying to prove here, man. It's a very strange way to play against a Simul giver here on Lichess. Meotes. Not very cool to decline a draw there. Down a pawn in an opposite color, bishop endgame. Oh no. Bishop h6 and mate. We got a lot of pressure here, but somebody's hanging on. Yeah, that's good, dude. You do that, Miots. You play for a win, dude. Way to flag me in my own simul. Alright. King. The king has got to get mated. Jeez, this position. It's really irritating defense. It's a lot of pawns. What, I just did something? I dropped a bishop. Oh my god. Dropped a bishop. Speaking of dropping stuff. Wow. Double blunders. Knight takes g6 check. I have to take draws. Move 11 gets lucky there. Miots, dude, I seriously don't approve of what you did. Alright. Now, try to improve our position here. I'm really bored with this guy, seriously. It's not sportsmanlike what Miots is doing. I mean, I was offering a draw in a kind of generous way, dude. Where you're just like down a pawn and damn, dude, that's just not right. Okay. This is still interesting. I think I blundered. Finally. King position. Another blunder against Ayeste. Just can't hang on the time. Oh man, alright. Alright, Ayeste took me out on time. Here I was like up a piece, and now I'm down pawns. Knight f3 check. Dude, this is just boring. I mean, really, like, just agree to a draw of a repetition. That's really just sick. Okay. Alright, we're winning this. Are we? Or are we? I'm not so sure. He missed. He didn't have it. Okay, never mind. We're gonna mate Wubble Double Lubba, who played a fantastic game. Jeroen, hanging tough as always. Damn, dude, what is your rating? Jeroen is one of our moderators, but his strength is hard. I mean, he seems really good. I don't know, dude. Everybody seems good. 1200. H4. That looks really over the top. Well, thank you, Miots. That's very generous of you to offer a draw there. Yeah, this endgame is a nightmare. Okay, Enigme. We're making progress with 15 seconds left. I did drop a couple games due to time. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing to be done about it, really. Okay. Jeroen is starting to threaten some nasty stuff that I'm not real happy about. And this looks like mate finally against Wubba Dubba Lub Lub, who played an awesome game. Yeah, white went a little over the top here, but now he's trading queens. Check. Trying to survive this crazy game. Still no mates or anything like that. I really don't know what to make of this. I thought it was mate. It is mate. Okay. Mate and 2. Okay, he sacked his material back now. He's just a material grabber, active guard. He sees every time I'm hanging something. Damn, I'm blundering a lot of pieces today. Alright. Rook endgames. Come on with the technical endgames. We don't get too many today. Nightmare game against that guy. And Jeroen. Can I play f5? I mean, my rook is hanging. God, help me. Alright, so f5 or something. This is terrible. f5. f5 is awful too. The 1200. Mate in 1. I don't know, can I survive with like g5 here? Looks awful. Here I was like a clear pawn up, but now I'm struggling to hold on. Okay, this move wasn't part of the plan. Wow. King e3 with 49 seconds left. Probably decisive. Right. Sure, dude. Okay. He's probably at 1200. All right. Active guard. No idea. I've just been blundering stuff. This guy's gonna beat me in this game. Okay, this doesn't look great, but I'm still not dead yet. I'm pretty much dead though. What can I do? It's really disturbing. Trying to be active, but what can I play? Rook here? This is horrifying. Okay. Man, the quality of play today by me, not the best. I thought the rook on e8 was hanging. Jeez, dude. I mean, that's just craziness. The whole thing was based on that hanging. Lucky I'm not getting mated. Ace. Franco. Zugzwang. Gonna lose a lot of games today. Not surprising. Man, come on. B5 check. Rook B7. Oh, he forked my pieces. He's good at that. He's good with that. Good game there, active guard. Grab my pieces. I hung 7 pieces against active guard in one game. This guy, I knew I was going to lose this game. Ace, 2200. Alright. This is toast for me. And now this endgame is interesting. Maybe I should play h6 with some winning chances. Bishop takes g3 check. Didn't see that. That's good. That's good. I'm in good shape there. Just so many blunders. It's got to be the record number of blunders I've ever made in like one simul. Here f6 should be some drawing chances against Jeroen. And this rook endgame is kind of sketchy. Hopefully I can draw this nightmare position. I'm not so sure actually. Winning here against monkey pushing wood, but I'm hesitant to say winning ever anymore in any game. How about a rook on the 7th? Actually, his knight is coming back to d4 in some lines. That looks super scary. Okay, so king. I mean, should I take the pawn or just nah? We'll go with the king. Yeah, okay. So rook takes rook, rook takes rook. Against Franco, maybe I should draw. He was never clearly clearly lost, I will admit. He was a pawn down, for whatever that's worth. Now, Clash Kid just looks like he went crazy. I'm going to say he went crazy there. Sacked a pawn. Here I'm lucky I'm not losing. Against Master Smith, it's like super scary. Hopefully I can draw against Jeroen down a clear pawn. This guy made my life a living hell. Can I afford to lose that pawn too? That's the question. Knight d7 maybe. Cut my king off. Well, that's fine, man, but I mean, objectively, I've got two connected pass pawns. I mean, you're playing for a loss there, I think. I just dropped my pawn. That's good. I just dropped f7 against Franco 2000. So I can probably even lose that too from a totally winning position. Now here knight f6 check takes, queen takes. And I feel like I should be alright. But I'm not certain. Nothing is certain. Man, really tough simul today. Really, really tough. Only two 2200s. And now I'm almost screwed. I'm actually screwed. He's trapped my rook. Monkey pushing wood with 58 seconds. Found a perverse rook trap. Interesting. The perverse rook trap. Nothing to be done about it. Just wins by force. Okay, so this one is, I guess, interesting. Queen g3 now. Should go for that. Well, we really find ways to win. I mean, to lose some interesting positions. It's amazing the positions you can lose, you know. Bishop f6, bishop takes f6, queen takes f6. When you put your mind to it, it's pretty incredible the positions you can actually lose. Like against monkey pushing wood, I was kind of like, well, yeah, this is you know, game over. It's an easy win, and like I'm probably gonna lose. It's pretty perverse. Okay. Anyway, rook a4. Here, I mean, actually, rook f2 looks really scary for white. Scary for me too. All right. Yes. Very technical position against Jeroen. I think I have good chances to draw this. And this has been a fight. Enigma. Wow. He's actually like playing for a win or something. Nice job that you saw that in advance, monkey. Rook there. Alright, now I can play queen h7, and actually I think I'm okay here. Despite the fact that I'm like a clear pawn down. Something weird about this position makes it okay for me. Looks like my queen is active enough. Now d5 check. Life is not so easy. And this endgame is interesting too. I should be able to hold that famous last words. Okay, now rook b7. Not enough maneuvering room. d6. Man, this is not so easy. Rook b7, king c8. And an enigma. And a gimme. d6 takes, doesn't win. Now maybe it does though. Let's see, the rook endgame. Interesting rook endgame. Let's give it a try. Here I feel like I'm just so happy I have good chances to draw after hanging all my pieces and stuff. It's just so ridiculous. I just dropped everything before. I should be able to draw this. And this nightmare. Speaking of, I don't know, man, if this is possible to hold this. This looks lost to me. Monkey pushing wood though. It was a pretty weird game, dude. Queen d8 check, no perpetual. I'm like groveling for draws in positions where I had no losing chances, basically. a5, b3. I guess I should go with the king, huh? A little bit of king in that endgame. King is very important in endgames. He took there, now check. I mean, I don't care so much about that pawn. Right. Oh, you're gonna like win now? Huh. Maybe not. Master Smith. King h6 is okay. Jeroen with another check. I don't think I like this coming out into the center with my king here. Maybe I'm going to pass on that. This monkey pushing wood game is obviously lost for me. Alright, here we go. Knight e5. Okay, this looks like a fortress, force field type of thing. I'll probably find a way to lose though. Like, the guy will grind in, he'll decline draws and I'll lose. Here, I miscalculated this like entirely. Just entirely miscalculated. This looks like, well, if anybody could win, it would be me. Okay. So, this rook endgame, what's going on here? Yeah, this looks like a draw. I think we can safely assume this should be a draw, but Franco can torture me for a very long time. And I'm having hallucinations now, which is good. I'm just lost here. I mean, this guy's gonna beat me. No question about it. Minor piece endgame might be tough. Right now, I just don't want to allow a check that like is like a trick now here. He could even lose this. No trick checks. It's probably a draw. Maybe I should play b3. Nah. I guess it doesn't matter. It really should be a draw. This is a draw, obviously. Fortress draw. I'm just going to offer a draw. It's a hell of a 1200. Take, king g4, king f6, king f4. I see. d5, b4. So the take may not be a draw. I can't allow a trade of rooks. Gonna lose to Master Smith too. This is a game like was just like clearly better. Alright, I don't know. I'll just lose. I don't know what else to do. Okay. This is resigns. This is obviously a draw. Franco's taking it easy on me. Or he's setting up some kind of smothered mate or something. This is kind of tricky. This endgame. I don't know what to think about this. Very complicated against Jeroen. That's a interesting move. b3. Wow. What is going on here? Takes on b5. I have no idea. I'm gonna like lose now. Seriously. Alright, Franco missed that. It's not like it matters. I'm gonna lose this ending. Another one. I mean, maybe there's some way this is still a draw. I did offer a draw here, right? What are you doing, dude? Are you playing for a win there, or this is not good for me. I wonder about it though. Rook takes rook. Is there some sort of tricky mate? No. Okay, so what's going on there? We're gonna both promote. Against Jeroen, I thought I made a move. That's really weird. But I guess not. Oh, man. I think this is a draw, dude. I guess you're playing for the win. Here. Interesting endgame. Should I play b4 here? King e5, king down, king here. I think this is actually a draw. Wow. I guess it's not that surprising. Check. I don't have any sort of tricks or anything. I have, yeah, that's a draw, dude. Thank you for the draw. We're queening. This is pretty technical now. I think I have good chances to win this. Maybe it's just period winning, oddly enough. Which isn't happening too often. I'm not getting too many wins around here. That's a very technical situation against Jeroen. Don't know what's going on. This is probably lost for me easily. King here. And then we're walking up over here. Can't defend all his pawns. And then we're just going to come back and cross over, win the H pawn there. The king and pawn ending is a draw. Here I have F2. What is with F2? We've had some really bizarre games here. I mean, I'm gonna offer a draw there because it's just the easiest solution. This is definitely a draw. Not your typical draws. This game was badly played by both sides. Actually, a lot of awful, messy games here today. And now if I take king d4, I'm maybe worse, but I have... No, I have to take. Oh, he's like an endgame genius. He's gonna win. He's gonna win with a study-like move. That's fantastic, dude. The endgame study, of course. It's an endgame study. 2200. I didn't know that, dude. I thought you were 1800. That's not fair. Wow, c3, d4. I saw this, but for some reason I thought that c3 was a draw. That sucks. Well, I guess that's it, huh? Master Smith took me out. Another convincing victory. Knight c5. Okay, this game was just ridiculous, awful for both sides. I can still lose, I'm sure. Actually, what should I do here? I go crazy with like here. Hang on to my pawn. This is the only game I'm going to manage to win. I'm not even sure this is a win, actually, because my king has nowhere to hide. Maybe the reality is that I'm not winning this position either. I'm not winning any positions ever. Wow, this is a draw too. This is a draw too. I thought I was winning. Rook h4. And he just keeps checking me like indefinitely. We gotta try another way. Okay, this game was just like a nightmare. Now my opponent offered me a draw, but I think that's kind of funny moment to offer draw when you're worse. Here, I'm not sure about this. Damn, it's not that easy. Rook there, takes, check. Yeah, it's probably a draw. Incredible fighting game from Clash Kid. King there, king there, king there, king there. Yeah, it's just totally hopeless. This is Zugzwang. I'm just lost. Master Smith, interesting game. I'm gonna lose this, seriously? Okay, objectively this is a draw. I don't know why I bothered declining his draw offer. I'll just draw everybody or lose to the remaining ones. I don't think I won any games today. There were just draws and losses, basically. It's like crazy. We're gonna lose this too. Looks that way. He had that pre-prepared. Didn't have to think. Maybe I have a draw here somehow. Like check in h5 or something. I don't know. It looks really... Should have played rook c5 here. I'm just tired and starting to play bad moves. Jeroen. Devastating king position. I might as well just resign there too. Okay. h5. It's probably lost for me. I deserve to lose that game for sure. It's unbelievable. This Simul's just really pissed me off today. Still some practical chances against Monkey. I don't know, guys. Like, I have no idea. I have no time. I'm flagging every game. Everyone is playing like God today. Maybe we got a pass pawn. We can do something with that guy. He declined my draw here. Like, okay, dude. I decline your draw. You decline mine. Nobody has a passed pawn, and you have a worse bishop. So I really don't think you have any winning chances. Another check. I just blundered. How do you have these checks, man? From where? Seriously? Not really sure what's going on here now. There could be real drawing chances. Did Clash Kid just blunder? Like he should have taken on h5 and then play king g6? Because this looks like a draw to me. Maybe he missed that I can get back with my king. I just lost my will. Totally lost my will to play in this Simul. I'm not just coming back here. Jeroen, I just dropped another pawn against him. Just perverse. Maybe there's still some sort of hope. Oh, he's got that. He's got that too. Okay. So monkey pushing wood. Every move he's down to his increment, but he keeps finding the answer. Just work on not hanging pieces. That's what I should do. 84 cent pawn lost. That's good. High quality. That's what you get when you go to the beach. Play a Simul in the afternoon. Rook g3. Wow. An actual blunder from one of my opponents. Maybe we're winning now. Whew. That's what I said last time, and I still wasn't winning. This is still problematic. Maybe still some hope. We're down to 3 games. Guys, I'll be back streaming on Monday. Yes, another good move. So I think we're just drawing this. Fortunately for me, I mean, it was probably lost. If he had taken on h5, I think it was over. Actually, here, maybe I should check. This may not be winning. No, it has to be. No. Maybe not. Maybe it's not winning. I think it is. Just barely. This guy's killing me, dude. He's been on the 45 seconds for like 100 moves. Have I? Oh, Jeroen. He found another good move. Man, dude. I dropped the second pawn. It's like a machine. I don't understand. I thought I made a move here already. I guess not. Oh, that's a good move. I see. He's up to 2 minutes now. Actually, Monkey Pushing Wood has never beaten me. He's played this game really well, though. Jeroen is going to beat me. It looks like he's taking another pawn. Dude is like the material king. Everybody's so materialistic. I don't even see these pawns are hanging, but Jeroen sees like every pawn is hanging, like with all kinds of weird knight forks that are coordinating together perfectly. Okay, I think we're actually going to win this. I mean, I can finally say with some sort of confidence. Clash Kid, typical Clash Kid game. He was just going nuts and managed to salvage it somehow and then he was like winning. Even that's how most of my games were today. I was like clearly better, almost winning or fine, and I just like went from drawing to lost. Just variation in results every single, evaluation of position every single game. And my pawn has to go. Jeroen, you have a move in every case, dude. It's just starting to get on my nerves. Seriously, man. He just has a move in every position. Just when you think you have him, he's got another move, and another move, and he's attacking your pawn again. He doesn't take it, he finds another move. He hasn't beaten me in a long time. Actually, he hasn't played against me in a long time. I'm Eastern European, dude. I'm not Eastern European at all, dude. Being a person who lives in a place doesn't make you that, socialist. What century are you from? There are like 20 countries in Europe, and actually not that many of them are socialist. King e4. Alright. Right, so g3. Suddenly, what's going on here? Monkey Pushing Wood played this pretty well, but I'm like threatening to hang on somehow. It may be a draw, actually. I'm not sure. It's really, really tight. He's gonna need his time here. I'm Asian. He's finding some good moves. Man, he could actually be lost here. He's lost. He's actually lost. We got a couple lucky winners. Lucky winners at the end. I mean, the guys who definitely shouldn't have lost are... Okay, and the gimme, this game was actually not that bad a game overall compared to a lot of the others. The evaluations of these games have been like, one side's winning, then the other side's winning, then the other side's winning. My games don't usually go like that. Alright, now a waiting move. A nice little waiting move. Rook h4. Jeroen, I think, made a mistake. He gave me the b pawn, but while he may be winning, it was a really unnecessary risk to run. Because if I can sacrifice my 2 remaining pieces, it's a draw. He can't win. He can't win with 2 knights against the king, and that's a big problem. On knight g3, unfortunately, monkey pushing wood is going to lose. It's a criminal result. I mean, he was just winning 100 different ways from Sunday. It's really perverse. What's the best way to do this? King e5, rook check, king d6, rook e1, knight f1. Oh man, that is just criminalish. So, okay, with the secret checks, Jeroen, we've got a check and then king up. That's got to be progress. Guys, thank you for joining me. We've got, wow, it's already been 3 hours and we're still going. I don't even feel how long this has been. We made progress. We pushed his king back. So, and then I've got rook back to h4 and g5. I was a little bit angry today. I was suffering in a lot of these games. I'm sorry if I was too grumpy, but I'm a very competitive person, and I don't like to lose, you know. So, okay, king f3. I'm tired of these knights. They're driving me nuts. We've got to be able to find a way to draw this. Yeah, the check. King d6. He cannot stop it. Now rook h4. g5 next. Oh no. It's a draw. No, I've got g5 next. h2, g5. And I think I'm still winning. Even with the pawn on the 7th. It's gotta be winning for me. It's just too many mates. Several of these accounts were controlled by Kasparov. It's possible. He is making a comeback. But this was one of my roughest simuls in a long time. A lot of players who seem stronger, I've got to come up with excuses, but a lot of players who seem stronger than the ratings, the 1200s particularly, there are supposed to be some games where people just like drop their pieces and stuff, and you know, the people who are like 11 or 1200 are often supposed to do that, but they didn't. Okay, now it's time to start sacrificing pieces. Well, let's disrupt a little bit here. Knight where? Not so easy. I've got time now though. 5 minutes. Guys, check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube also, and I've got time to talk for a minute. Am I gonna like walk into another fork or something? I'm so sick of these knight checks. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. Yeah, h2 is only chance, and then g5. But I have the feeling that this is gonna be a win. His rook's on the 7th, but that's not enough. I mean, his pawn's on the 7th. That's a pawn. Okay, I don't know. I've lost count of how many moves that Jeroen had, that I didn't see. There had to be like 700, honestly, so far. He's literally played like 700 moves I totally overlooked. G5 among them. Knight f4. You know, they don't have some other devastating secret move I didn't see. Okay, I'm not real thrilled about this. G5 is a terrible thing. I wasn't supposed to allow that. This is not a small problem. This is a big problem. This is an absolute disaster, straight up. Knight F4. Guys, if you want to send me a message or something, you can contact me at my email, videochesstrainer@gmail.com. Thanks to those of you who have subscribed to the channel. Watching me suffer here is a special event every week. I should really make the time control a little bit longer, but it really varies from week to week. Some weeks I handle the time pressure, sometimes not. This week was pretty ugly. Have you ever done a simul starting as black each game? Yeah, I would consider it. Definitely. You know, and if we have some subscribers, I mean, we can have special events for subscribers. Take some surveys, you know, get some ideas. Simul where you're black every game. Okay, it's kind of an obscure idea, but interesting. Knight takes f4, king takes f4, knight d5 check, draw. I just totally overlooked g5. It's so sick. He doesn't have g6. He doesn't have knight d5 there. Our last two games. Leave page. We're going to take a risk. So knight d5 check is a draw. h4 king f5 felt kind of draw-y to me. Rook, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, here though I have rook anywhere. With the unavoidable mate. Oh, that's perverse. Forced mate. Wow. Not that square. Oh my god, that's like a nightmare. I go rook a4, h1 queen, resigns. Rook b4. Any square, pick a square. Not that one. Just that one. Oh man, that's twisted. Where am I going again? Oh. Okay, king f5, threatening to draw, and then he's got king e7, bishop d2. I feel like it's a victory if I can draw this. Really bad score this week. Last week was pretty good. This week was pretty bad. I don't know, man. What happened to me this week? I don't remember the last time. I did beat Yurim, but it was probably a blitz game. No, it was a simul game. I did manage to win one. A couple. That was long ago. Okay, now king g6 is one move. But I also have bishop. I have bishop e1. So king g6, knight e4, bishop e1, or king g6, knight d5, bishop d2. They both look pretty drawish. It's sort of a shame, you know, 2 pawns up and you can't win. If he hadn't sacrificed his b pawn, I think he was probably winning. He thought he had enough with the 2 pawns on the king's side, but it's too many, like, sacrifice my pieces for knight and knight against king, stuff like that. God of kebab. I'd like a kebab right now. Change the increment to plus 90. That's a long increment. That's gonna add at least another. Well, that's huge increment. What's the maximum increment? My other game disappeared. What happened? He resigned. Wow, that was lucky. It felt like he had drawing chances for real, but he blundered. Right at the end, near the end. The rook endgame objectively was like a draw. This is a draw too. I feel very fortunate to survive this now. We just barely made it. H5 check. Did we even still draw? H5 check. It's still not yet clear. He still has some tricks left. Probably wasn't the cleanest way for me to play this. I had a better way. I have to be careful here because he's got mates. He's got some nasty mates going on. I don't like that. Oh man, this is gonna be such a headache. I'm crazy. I'm sitting here. I have bishop h4. I don't know, guys. Just chess blindness today. I don't know what's been up with me, but a little bit of blindness today for some reason. I thought there was actually, I was gonna have to play bishop b4 or something. Thank you guys for the lessons today. I was really struggling, and we'll be back on Monday with a stream. Blitz and Classical Chess, Monday 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Your own man, you deserve the win there. Another tough fight. The Birds opening is unbeatable. So let's see the final score here. 11 wins, 9 draws, 5 losses. That has got to be up there with one of my worst results ever. Oh man, it was bad. Okay, a couple were direct time losses, but anyway, you guys just mostly all played really well. I don't recall any easy games. Looking down this list here, did I have like one easy game? Not really. Let's see. I won this game, which I don't really understand. I think he left the board or something. Looking down there, I just resigned against Lord Jesus Christ. He just seems too good. But easy games. I mean, against IFRR, kind of like he lost a piece pretty early in the late opening. But as far as easy games go, this one I'm not sure why Black resigned. No easy games. That makes a difference. You know, when I have no easy games, it's like really hard for me to play all 25 boards are going. You know, so nothing ends. And I've got 25 boards playing. Nobody's resigned like in a 20 move, you know, early 20 move loss or something. So it was really, really hard today. Another simul right now. That's right now. Thank you. I'm trying to say it. Jeroen, yeah, I think if you keep your B pawn, maybe you're just winning there. But okay, it wasn't easy. Anyway, guys, thanks for the simul today, and thanks for playing. We'll be back on Monday. Check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training. Thanks to you who have subscribed, Brundle, Phil, and others. Thanks to Saronche, and also to actually Plukro wasn't here today, but thanks to Plukro anyway for being a regular moderator on the stream. If anybody wants to contact me, you can contact me at my email, videochesstrainer@gmail.com. Please check out my YouTube videos, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Also, like and subscribe over there. I need to get more likes and viewers for my YouTube channel. We're kind of struggling with the YouTube channel, so he was here earlier. Plukro was here. Ayesta, thank you for the game, man. Tough as always. You got me in time pressure, but it was an interesting struggle. I overextended myself against him. We'll see you guys on Monday for the next stream, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye-bye.